Hey guys, so I'm tired. I've spent months in survival mode. I've been trying to build a tool to replace Canva to make videos. I know a lot of people use Instagram or CapCut or something like that, but I would love to do like content creation, digital marketing, social media digital marketing, but the annoying part is actually to create content. I have a lot of ideas, I could make a lot of videos, just don't have the tool to do this in a fast way, and I don't have money. Like I said, I'm struggling. I don't have money to hire an editor or to outsource this task to someone else. And I know a lot of people, or even agencies, also spend a lot of time to make videos for clients or even for themselves. And I'm like, dude, I bought this course into social media marketing because that's what I want to transition into. I'm a web developer and I'm tired of coding. I'm 38 and I think it's time for me to do something else with my life and leave the code to the youngsters, And so I got this idea like months ago. It was actually last year. We're in July now. I got this idea in November, and I did the proof of concept in about 2 weeks, and I had many problems along the way. Not even just coding problems. I had like life problems. I would say I've been stupid enough to try to help everybody when I couldn't even help myself financially, which means that every time I had a bit of money, I had to give it away to some of my friends or others that were in bad situations, which for the first time in my life I could have had actually the money and the time to actually make this transition or to launch this product. In the end, I don't remember when was the last time I took a day off. I keep working, I keep struggling, I don't make a lot of money. Every month is the same story. Will I have enough money to survive? And I have this insane tool that could just take down Canva for video generation, because Canva honestly sucks. When I started, I bought this course, and then they tell you, of course, you need to use Canva. It's free. It's easy, blah blah blah. It's not easy. It's a shitty product for making videos. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. When you want to do a simple video with a background video and then one text that stays for a few seconds, the time that people read, and then another text because you're telling a story, right? And you want to have 5 or 6 7 texts, it takes you forever to do the timing, right? And it starts lagging and it's slowing down, it starts loading. I mean, it's just insane the amount of time that it takes you, especially when you're a perfectionist, to just make a fucking video. And I'm like, there must be a simpler way to do this. And problem now with social media, it's very hard to be unique or to have some kind of design, specific design, etc. And with Canva, you have to redo everything. It's not easy. Of course, you can make templates, but it's not really a template because you still have to adjust the timing. And anyway, it's a tar. So I built this product. It's called Visual Forge. I put it online today. Finally, it is far from being a beta. I would say it's an alpha version. A lot of things are not finished, a lot of things are not working, a lot of features are not implemented, but right now it's still much better than Canva, I would say. The idea is like you can do templates of videos, and then you can feed them very fast text, and the text will be automatically added. So for example, you can ask ChatGPT to produce the content for your reel, copy the text from ChatGPT, paste it into Visual Forge, instantly the text is properly sequenced and probably timed. Means that if a text is bigger, it will take a longer time to be displayed. If the text is shorter, it will take either the minimum amount of time or a bit more time depending on the length of the text. And then you just need to choose another video from your B-roll, maybe adjust 1 or 2 tiny things, and in like 1 minute 15 seconds you have your new video. You click on save and boom, you can then click on generate and your video will be generated, and it is so much faster. And I'm just like, you know, it's just the basic stuff that I'm doing right now with Visual Forge. We're gonna add animation, we're gonna add shapes, we're gonna add subtitle generation, AI generated. Of course, you need AI in everything now. And that's it, guys. I mean, templatizing videos and saving so much more time, because when you're a content creator, all your videos look the same. You can have different kinds of videos, but you will use the same colors, you will use the same designs, you will use the same video styles. And fuck it, it should be simple. It should be simple. And video in Visual Forge, sorry, is aiming to be a platform, not just a video editor. The goal is you create your videos in Visual Forge. Visual Forge adds them to your content calendar and then publish them automatically on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube Shorts, probably other platforms at some point. And you don't have to cope with this. You don't have to go to Instagram to add a fucking description, to choose a fucking song. No, everything is included in the video editor, or will be, because right now I don't have songs, for example. And you don't have to leave Visual Forge to create your content, which means that you can create all your content in Visual Forge in a very short amount of time. If you're a content creator and you want to post 3 reels a week, you can spend a day coming up with the content with ChatGPT. Then I will try to make something simple to import all of this. And once it's imported in Visual Forge, of course, you have to check that everything is good, everything is, you know, can get some mistakes, or you can make some mistakes in the text, or maybe you want to adjust a few things. And then you just click save next, save next, save next, and then it's automatically added to your content calendar, and then it will just publish your videos on time every day, and you don't have to do shit about it. And you can actually focus on something else, and you can even delegate this to someone in your team if you have a team, or outsource this to someone else if you have enough money to pay for a virtual assistant, for example. I mean, it's 2025. Things should be simple. And I don't like AI. I honestly starting to be already bored with AI. I mean, I have TikTok, I have YouTube, I have Instagram. I don't use TikTok much, but Instagram and YouTube, you start seeing AI generated content, and at some point we don't know what's true and what's not. And I see some videos, AI is still imperfect, so you can say, oh fuck it, yet another fucking AI generated girl, or an AI generated catastrophe, which makes no sense. You know, like people falling off a cliff, or a boat sinking, or something like that, or some kind of nonsense video about something impossible happening. And I mean, all of this is fake. What's the point? At least try to make something that looks like real. I can understand that some people don't want to record videos like I'm doing right now. I just want to use an AI avatar. But even then, I mean, what is the point of writing everything on your computer, taking the time to text it, to then feed it to ChatGPT to improve it, to then feed it to AI to produce a video? I mean, it's taking more time than actually doing this. I'm like, sure enough, maybe what I'm saying isn't the best. It's not the best way to say it. It's not the best way to explain things or to make you feel emotions or stuff. I don't care. At least it's real, it's true, and I don't need an AI avatar to take my place and to say something that I already have in mind. I can understand though that for people, including myself, sometimes it's easier to just write things down rather than to actually say it live. You know, I usually organize my thoughts better when I can type them. But still, Jesus, this AI thing is gonna get insane. I recognize the value of AI in many fields, and I think ChatGPT is a good thing. But for video generation, for content generation, it's gonna get out of hands, and at some point it's just gonna be AI everywhere, right? Why spend weeks trying to make one CD video to try to make 1 million views when you can just type ChatGPT, hey, imagine something that could go viral, or just create yet another AI girl to get guys to pay a subscription. So yeah, I'm building Visual Forge all of my own. I mean, Canva has probably a lot of developers working on the platform, and it's managed to get some things that are fucking annoying. I'm doing it myself. Now I have to do the marketing, which I'm really bad at. I've built like so many products in my life. I've been a solopreneur for 15 years, and every time it comes down to actually sell the product, that's always where I fail. I never know how to do it. In principle, it's always easy. In reality, it's fucking hard. And I'm always in a position when money is running out, so I cannot just keep doing it. And at some point, I just always give up on this project. So now I don't really want to give up on this project. One more time. I've been pausing this project a few times already, and I think now it's time to, now that it's online, that people start using it and see that it has real value, and we are gonna make it better and better and better. And the likes of CapCut or Instagram or edits, I mean, I don't understand people who are making videos on their phone. It is just not practical, right? It's not practical. I want a laptop. I'm working on a fucking laptop. You want to produce 1 week of content, you put your phone down and you get productive using your fucking MacBook Air. Okay, I have a MacBook Air, not everybody has that, but you know what I mean. You take your laptop, alright, you put your headphones, you get your music, and you get into focus mode for 1 fucking day. You're not just making a tiny fucking video, making like gestures and trying to put your text and adjust the timing on a fucking phone. It doesn't make any sense, right? So maybe when one day we will have like foldable phones that gets bigger, not just like what we have today with the existing foldable phones, but still, I mean, touch is not, it's not easy to use touch to do some actual work for video edition. Adjusting timings on a phone, I mean, good luck, it's not easy. So that's it for this video. I'm not even sure I can put 14 minutes of content on Instagram. That's definitely not. YouTube, I guess, yes. TikTok, maybe, I don't know. I don't use TikTok much. Alright, that was my thoughts for today.